What's up guys, Dog's Life here. I wanted to bring you some more Battlefield 4 gameplay. This time we're going to be taking a look at another one of the new DLC maps from the Night Operations DLC. This is Zavod 311 Graveyard Shift. So it's basically Zavod 311 as we get taken out in the heli as soon as we spawned in. But it's nighttime. So you're playing Zavod 311 but all the lights are out. And it really does change the map quite a bit in the way that the map is played. Zavod 311 has always been a really good map. It was one of my favorite maps from the base game. It was kind of a compact map, even for Conquest Large. It's not that big. You can get from one side to the other. You can always spawn into one of the flags and be right in the action. There's a lot of infantry gameplay, as well as there's some vehicles that kind of maneuver from flag to flag. So I think I would not be alone when I say that Zavod 311 is definitely a fan favorite from Battlefield 4. So I'm glad they redid this map for the nighttime Night Operations DLC. It's playing out really, really well. This particular round we're going to be playing as Assault on some Conquest Large, and I think what I'm running here at the beginning might be the Scar H or the ACR. I guess we'll find out here in a second. I'm running it with the IRV night vision scope, so I don't normally use FLIRs a lot or night vision scopes, but in this DLC where it's completely dark, as you can see, you kind of need one in some situations. I mean, if you're playing like team deathmatch or something really close quarters, there's enough ambient light that you can run a red dot on your favorite go-to assault rifle and you'll do fine. But on Conquest, where guys are further away like that, you really won't see the character model until they're pretty close. They're just kind of like a light gray color coming out of the dark. So this IRV just lights up everything. You can also run the other one, I forget the acronym for it, but it's basically the thermal, right? So you got the night vision and the thermal optics. The thermal works really well. I mean, it's basically everything's black unless it's something that produces heat, like a body. So I was running that a little bit too, but not in this particular gameplay. I think the night vision just looks cooler in the video. The thermal, it's just all you're going to see is like black and white dots everywhere. It's going to be kind of boring. But this particular round was a lot of fun, guys. Also, Rush. Rush plays really, really well on this map in the nighttime setting and everything. It's just, if you haven't tried it, you should. A lot of guys, I'm surprised, don't realize that this is a free DLC. Like, there's nothing you need to do. Just go in. You might have to do like the patch or the update, and then you just go into your server browser settings and look for this map. Maybe select only this map so it displays those servers hosting this map. But it is awesome. You gotta get out there and try it. It's a lot of fun. So basically, my squad and I have just kind of captured this point right over by the railroad or whatever, and we get into a little firefight over here. It's pretty fun. I mean, I'm much more stealthy. I'm playing in the nighttime version. I've noticed I'm not just running and gunning all the time. If you are, you probably will get killed a few times because the other guys are probably running. See, I would have never saw that guy if I wasn't ready like that, ADSing with the night vision scope. And that's what happened. When I first jumped in, I'm running around with like an ACR, or I might have been running the AEK with like a red dot. And yeah, I was getting kills when I was in the buildings and stuff, and I could see. You can still spot guys if you're not playing hardcore. So you can still put that orange Dorito there on people, so that way you can keep tabs on them. But I was getting shot, like I was losing gunfights because I just did not see them first. And then every time I'm looking at the kill cam, these guys are running a night vision on almost every gun that they're running. So I thought, you know what, let me try a few rounds to get used to ADSing with this night vision. See, I have the canted iron sights I'm running, so in a really close quarters situation, if I'm like too up close, if I think of it, I'll switch over to the canted iron sight, and then I have just a normal optic if there's enough light in the room. Or sometimes you get into some areas where there's already too much ambient light or some fire or something like that, and your night vision scope is going to be it puts you at a disadvantage. You're not going to be able to see shit. So it's nice to run that canted iron so you can switch to it if need be. You just kind of have to remember that it's there, because it's not always something easy to do, you know, in the heat of the moment, so to speak. But yeah, liking this DLC a lot. I'm also going to be bringing the Battlefield Hardline nighttime maps pretty soon. You'll see some videos on those as well, where they redid Bank Job, which is now Night Job, where it's all dark inside and outside the bank and the vaults. And they also redid the map Backwoods from the Criminal Activity DLC, and now it's called Nightwoods, where it's going to be nighttime. I guess from the video and gameplay I have seen, I've only seen a small bit so far. Looks like there's like a fire in the background, or maybe it's the sun rising, so there's this kind of orange glow all over the map, so it's not completely dark. It's not quite as dark as this. But it is nighttime. See, I can shoot this light out. You got to pay attention on this map. A lot of the ambient lighting sources, like little lamps and things like that, you can actually shoot them out, and then it'll be pitch black. Like right now in here, if somebody ran in here and they didn't see, they didn't have a night vision scope or a flashlight or whatever, there's no way they're going to see me first. So I'm covering the door while I capture this point. And yeah, guys, it's just awesome. Just awesome. You know, you got to get in there and play it and try it out for yourself. I mean, the IRV scopes, or IRNV, whatever the hell it's called, the night vision scope, is not something I would normally love using, like I said, but on this map, you just got to get used to it, give it a try, kind of dedicate yourself to it for a round or two. And once you get used to it and you start like kind of moving more, you know, methodically through the map, you're not just like running and gunning everywhere, you'll actually play pretty well on this map. I know I did. So I'm on the little quad here. It's just so cool looking at nighttime with the headlights kind of lighting the way. So now we're down in this basement area, and if they see someone shot all the ambient lights out, so other than these little wall lights, you could shoot those out too. You could make it completely black down here. Like other than those little sparks right there, you won't see anything. So that's what a lot of guys will do on this map, and then they'll hide in the corners and camp, of course, with shotguns or whatever. But I think it's pretty cool how they let you shoot out the light sources and, you know, really utilize different optics and different light sources to play this nighttime version and use those things to your advantage. You can run a tack light. Like I think my secondary, I don't know how much I use it at the beginning of the round. You know, I'll whip it out later. And if you know my videos, you know exactly what my secondary is going to be. It's going to be the Shorty 12 gauge. So I'm running that with a tack light on it. And it's pretty effective. Like you run around a corner, there's a couple guys jumping out, and I'm not flashing a light. I'm not giving away my position until I'm ADSing and I'm basically already on them. So you'll see me use that to my advantage a few times, where I got the little shorty with the tack light. I suppose you could run a tack light on your primary, like if you're running an assault rifle. The problem with that is, see how I'm always ADSing so I can see stuff in front of me? If you ADS at some guy in his direction and he's further away, you're not really going to be lighting him up at that point. And as soon as you do that, your tack light's going to light up where you are and give away your position. So I found that lasers and flashlights and the tack lights in some situations are cool looking, but they're really going to kind of put you at a disadvantage. What you really want to run on this map is either nothing, just run your usual setup and do your best you can if that's your comfort zone, or run the night vision optic or the thermal and just give them a chance and let them do what they're intended to do. So that's what we're doing. We're running this night vision. See, I'm always ADSing, then I'll move a little bit, then I'll ADS, see if there's anybody kind of in my immediate area, then I'll move to another position. I'm kind of like always picking the next spot I want to move to, and then I'm looking through the night vision before and after I get to that next position. And that's what I mean by kind of moving strategically through the map. It sounds stupid, like in Battlefield 4, I just got shot there anyway, moving to my position. But it is helpful. You'll see that more times than not, I'll ADS not knowing anyone's there at all. I'll see that bright object really quick so I know there's an enemy player there. I'll spot him first usually, and then before I come out of my optic, he's already got a Dorito on him. He's ready to get shot. This guy was camping on top of the train car. I took him out with the canted irons. Now there's a couple guys that are going to come around this rail car, I think, here in a second. You're going to see this is pretty crazy. We start battling out over this railroad flag. I'm like, let me get up here and get in some raised position, like an Overwatch position here. There we go. So now you can see all these little bright objects I'm seeing through my optic. I know it's either an enemy or it's a light source or it's a friendly. And you can see all these enemies, so I'm spotting them. And if they look hard enough, they can probably see where I am. But I'm kind of spotting them and using my teammate to take them out before they can really return any fire. There's another guy, he's right there. He's hiding in that cable car, that railroad car. Obviously, you can open and shut the doors on them. So I'm just kind of waiting. They're going to come out eventually when they think the coast is clear. And then I'm going to put this optic on them and light them up. And you can see, I mean, it completely, if I had like a normal 4X here, or a red dot or something like that with no magnification, it's going to be really tough to identify those targets from there. Like, it's not going to be easy to do. And as you probably know, I believe some of these night vision and thermals, I believe they're 2Xs. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's 2 magnification to them. So there's not 0 magnification. There I go. I accidentally hit the battle log, but I hit that guy with the shorty with the tack light. And the tack light, like, if you wait to the last second when they're right up on you and hit them with it, it's just devastating because the tack light's in their face. They're like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then boom, you hit them with the shorty and they're down. It's just really, really effective for situations like this. Look at all these guys spawning in over there. He shines some light. I shouldn't duck out here, especially not that far with the shorty. And I pay for it. He takes the SPOS or the 870, whatever it was, and lays me down. But I keep spawning back right into where these guys are, right in this area. We have like a little battle right over here by this railroad. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, just a ton of fun playing this particular round. You can see how dark it is. I'm watching it right now, making this video. I'm hoping later when it finally hits and everyone's watching it that it's actually light enough for you to see. I mean, a lot of the nighttime operations videos that I have watched on YouTube, they're cool and everything, but it's just not the same as if you're playing. It just looks like really dark on YouTube, where if you're actually playing, it is dark, but it's just immersive. It's a cool difference as we run over the mine here and get blown to bits. But it's just been an absolute blast. We spawn back in here with a couple blueberries, and you can see, I think I'm running, I can't really tell from where I'm positioned right now, but I think I'm running the SCAR H or the ACR. You'll be able to see in the kill cam and in the feed and everything, but I believe it's the SCAR H I'm running. And you can see I'm just tapping guys, even at range with my little night vision optic. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying this video. The Nighttime Operations DLC is definitely worth your while, especially since it's free. You might as well get in there and download it. Play some for yourself. Let me know in the comments below. Have you played it? What do you think? Is it one of your new favorite maps? Do you want them to do more nighttime versions of some of the other maps in Battlefield 4? Also, be on the lookout for the Battlefield Hardline nighttime operations maps. I'm about to record very soon. They'll be coming to the channel with the new Bank Job nighttime map and the Night Woods map, which is backwoods at nighttime. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, please leave a comment and a like. Any support is much appreciated. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel. I need as many subscribers as I can get, guys. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm going to let the video play out so you can watch the rest of the round. It actually gets a lot more action-packed as this round goes on. It ends up being a really good match. So check it out, watch the rest of it, and see how we come out in the end. Otherwise, I'll have some more Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline videos coming very soon. This is Dog's Life, and I'll see you in the next video.
Be advised, we've lost objective Delta. Enemy soldier spotted. Objective Charlie neutralized. We have taken Objective Charlie. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Charlie has now been neutralized. We've just taken objective Charlie. Objective Bravo has been neutralized.
Hey, thanks, man.
We have neutralized objective Charlie. Objective Delta is now neutralized.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
Objective Charlie has just been neutralized.
I got eyes on a hostile tank.